YouTube, this is Zach, and I am back with another one. So today's review is over a fragrance that came out a long time ago, but it's still a banger. It's Cartier's Santos. Stay tuned. All right, Cartier. So we know Cartier has some bangers. This one is a 1981 release. Yes, I said 1981. The nose behind this is Danielle Moliere. And man, this fragrance is one of those timeless fragrances that even after so many years, like, basically almost 40 years, this fragrance is still relevant. It's still being sold. It's still being worn. But that's because it smells great. And of course, being out this long, it's gone over several reformulations, several bottle changes. But even now, it's still good. It's classified as an Oriental Woody. And I think this fragrance can be worn in several occasions, even though I would consider it leaning a little bit towards the classier side, if you will. And they have another version of this, which I don't have, but I am going to add, which is it's called the same name, but it's a concentrate. It's I guess a more intense version. But these fragrances are becoming more and more rare. I can see Cartier at some point deciding, hey, let's discontinue this. So I urge you guys to add this to your collection. Now, why is it so important? It's a unique scent, number one. It smells amazing. I don't think you're going to have anything in your arsenal right now that's even going to smell close to it. And that's how unique it is. And also, I don't even see you being out somewhere and having someone else smelling just like you. But this is a fantastic fragrance. Again, do your research and you will see that I'm not making this up. This fragrance has, as far as the notes go, it's older fragrance. So the list is actually kind of long. I don't want to get into how many, but I could tell you just off the bat. You have lavender, you have some basil, you have some nutmeg and rosemary, and geranium and vetiver. You got amber. I think you have some sandalwood and even coconut and vanilla and cedar. I mean, so it has a lot of stuff in there, and I think if even juniper berries. I just saw that on the list, juniper berries. So, I mean, you won't get what this smells like from me telling you the notes, but all I can say to you is this: it's definitely one of those that is a powerhouse. It was even more of a powerhouse when it was out, of course, with the reformulations and everything. But it's still a powerhouse. Okay, so even though it's gone through reformulations, other bottle changes, it's still one of those powerhouse fragrances that smells divine. It's manly. I don't, everybody's got into the unisex fragrances now, but I don't know, my wife, she'll probably wear it, but this fragrance is definitely for a man, a man's man. Initially, when you spray this, it's kind of strong, so don't be put off by that first, I don't know, the first 2 minutes or so. But once this settles down, because a lot of fragrances, when you first spray them, you can't judge it by that first spray. Some fragrances have these beautiful openings and blah, blah, blah. But this is one, you spray it, just wait for a second, because, we all have these in our arsenals. Spray it, wait for a second, and then the magic happens. And man, this is a beautiful fragrance. And trust me, if someone smells the sillage on this, they're going to say, oh, someone smells good. Yes, it's 1981. Okay, I understand. And again, I always talk about it to the younger guys. Like, yes, you're going to smell this and say, oh, this smells dated or whatever. It doesn't smell dated to me, of course. But trust me, if you wore this as a young guy, you're going to still get noticed. Somebody, it almost that polarity of being a young guy wearing this is interesting in itself. And so I know some of you young guys are worried about, what the ladies are going to think. Well, trust me, I don't know. I mean, the whole, I don't know. It's one that they would notice, trust me, because it's not like any of the other fragrances. You want to stand out, man. You want to stand out. So I really think this is one to add. Now, as far as the concentrate, I don't have that one. I plan on getting it, but supposedly it's this same scent, but just amplified a little bit more. Maybe a couple of more heavier notes added to it. But I think either one should work. I think maybe the concentrate is better for the cold, like the winter time, and this one is pretty good for the fall and maybe even your spring time. So, when I wore this, I was, I had never smelled this ever in my life, and I ordered it and I got it, and I tried to smell it, from the cap, and I was like, wow, just even from the cap, I was like, this smells unique, I didn't necessarily say it smelled good, but it smelled unique. And then when I sprayed it, I got that first blast, and I was I was a little worried just for a split second. I was like, "Ooh, this is strong." But man, once it mellowed out, I was like, "Wow, this is really nice." So you could rock this. I mean, again, dressed up. Like really dressed up. Tuxedo if you wanted to. I think you could wear this dressed down. Maybe casual. T-shirt and jeans, I think this just maybe just a tad bit classier for t-shirt and jeans. But again, you crazy like me, I don't care. I'll wear anything with whatever I'm wearing. So, that being said, I mean, just depends on you as a person. But at any rate, this is definitely a must buy if you're looking for some of the hidden gems of the older fragrances that are still, in my opinion, relevant to this day. I mean, I would put this like, certain fragrances, like for instance, Dracar Noir. Some people say it's dated, but it's still selling today. People are still wearing it. People still think it smells great, even though it's been reformulated several times. That was my favorite fragrance at one point, and guess what? I still wear it because it's still good. People make fun of you. You say, oh, you're the old man at the club now. I was like, no, I don't go to clubs anymore, but I love Dracar Noir. I probably always will wear Dracar Noir. But this is another one. If I was conversing with one of the subscribers about the older scents, and I would put this in that list of, Dracar Noir, Coros, this Santos. I would put that in the list, of the ones that you probably should buy before they're all gone. And again, this one isn't, as far as I know, it's not discontinued, but I can see at the rate things are going, I could see them, deciding to discontinue this. So I really like this one as well. I may get a backup bottle or two, and definitely get the brother to this that is a little bit more concentrated as well, and try it out and see if I like that one too. But if one thing I can say though, if you do buy these, this is what I've heard because I don't have it, but try to buy the bottle that doesn't have the top. See, this one has a top to it, but the bottle that's a uniform bottle with the sprayer and everything, try to find those. I heard those are better. It may or may not be, but I heard those are better, and I may try to get that one just so I have it in the collection, because I am a collector as well as a user of the fragrances, by the way. So, but you guys that are collectors, you try to find the one that's a one uniform bottle with the sprayer built in. I think that's the one to have. So, Signature Scent Reviews signing off. I just want to bring this to you guys really quick. Again, thanks for all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, and peace.